Logan, question for you. I mean, we're talking about Jordan Travis, who threw for 2,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions through the air. He had over 3,000 yards, over 30 touchdowns total combined. So I'm going to put this out there. We've talked about this before. With those numbers, if Florida State can finish the season with 10 wins with a win over Oklahoma in the Cheez It Bowl, does Jordan Travis start off next season as a potential Heisman candidate?
Potentially, he will be. He will be a Heisman candidate. He did that by returning, and just the way that he played this season was a big time improvement from what we saw last season. Coach Tokars did a great job, but just to see him turn into a leader, a guy making plays that kept Florida State in games. He's been doing that all throughout his career, but more as a pivotal way this season, just the way that he was able to be a true dual threat quarterback, and he was really a threat with his arm this year. Seeing those stats and the way that he was connecting with some of his receivers, then, defenses had to plan also for his run game talents. And, I think over the last month and a half, there was a turn, and, with NIL coming out, from what I was hearing, a really nice package set up for Jordan Travis to make a return to Florida State, and a high six-figure deal. That's the perks of having the NIL now. You can bring back your star quarterback, and then what that does is also entail having star players on the outside and in your backfield most likely potentially make a return. We'll see if we'll get some announcements this week. I think it'll be sooner rather than later for a lot of these guys, but Jordan Travis will be in that Heisman conversation as we get into after the postseason, all throughout the offseason. Florida State has a chance to bring back some star players, and on the offense, I think everybody's on the same page here. We saw Micah Pittman, not a lot of us were expecting Johnny Wilson or Micah Pittman to really go anywhere. Those guys will be back. And then you're primarily looking at Trey Benson, which I think, that's now your starting running back. I know Trayshawn Ward, those are just two different type of backs, but, I think Trey Benson has deserved the right to be the starter there, or claimed as the name there, and taking that starting role. But I think there's some really good optimism that you'll see Trey Benson for Florida State in 2023 also.